Swung on, a fly ball to right field. Might be a grand slam. Fairchild going back at the wall. It's gone. A grand slam for Jalen Davis.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric. If you could do me a favor, make sure you're still subscribed to the channel because I lost 110 subscribers the other day. Don't know why. I've heard of this happening before with other YouTubers when all of a sudden they lose 100, 200, 300 subscribers in one day, sometimes more. And it's like, what the hell? Maybe it's just kind of a purge thing. Maybe a bunch of inactive accounts or something like that. Who knows? But it finally happened to me. I'm not stressed on it. Just want to make sure if you're subscribed that you're still subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button because we talk baseball all year long, even when there's no baseball, which has been pretty much constant since I started this channel over 2 years ago. We never have baseball, it feels like. It's either the pandemic or this situation, a labor dispute, and it's going on right now. And the latest is they've been meeting, but the progress has been minimal, and they have only 2 days now, 2 days to come to an agreement or games will be canceled. I'm seriously considering buying tickets for opening day just on principle that if that game takes place, I'll go to the game. If it doesn't, give me my refund. I'm done, at least for this year. Because y'all don't want my money, you don't get my money, at least for this year. So that is what I'm thinking about right now. But the latest right now on the MLB lockout and whether the season will start on time, it will take a dramatic turn of events to this weekend to get an agreement by Monday. So I think if I were to buy opening day tickets, I'm pretty sure I would get my money back. But I might do it just as a little test. Hey, if you guys can come to an agreement that quick, and get it done and get the season started on time and get a 162, okay, I'll honor my commitment that I bought the tickets and I'll attend that game, even though I don't plan on attending very many games this year. With opening day tentatively slated for March 31st, it's still unclear as of Saturday morning whether or not the MLB season will begin on time. Still unclear. Fans may have an answer to that question very soon, and they may not like it. According to Jeff Passan, progress was minimal at recent meetings. He noted MLB and MLBPA have until Monday to get a new labor deal. If they don't, regular season will be canceled. We'll be checking out this tweet and some of the responses to it. That's always fun to see the Twitter arguments. They've had 4 days to move, and there's been next to nothing. Just incremental. What's going on in there? Apparently, from what we've heard from Alex Wood and other big leaguers, MLB is just not negotiating in good faith. They're not giving them any offers. They're giving them just a little teeny bit more than what they want and not really giving a real offer. And MLB players aren't having it. They're just not going to take it. They're not going to accept anything like that. Not trying to blame the owners necessarily, but I'm just saying maybe the owners need to go ahead and stop being greedy and just give the players a real offer and let's freaking go. Maybe that's the case. I'm not sure. ESPN's Jesse Rogers reported Thursday that the union moved a little toward the league on draft orders and service time manipulation, but the day ended early because the sides have nothing more to discuss. So we got 2 more days. The season's going to be canceled, or at least games are going to be canceled, but we got nothing more to discuss. We're done. If you got nothing more to discuss, then why are you going to meet again in the future? Oh, because you're going to have more to discuss? So just discuss it. He then reported Friday that the sides made progress on the draft, but there's still a ton of work to do. It's possible spring training games could start March 8th, but a lot has to happen before then to put that plan in action. Jesse Rogers right here with his tweet. So the new calendar is contingent on MLB and MLBPA coming to terms on a new collective bargaining agreement by the league-imposed deadline on Monday. Without an agreement, additional spring games will be canceled, and as will regular season games. A lot of people I've heard talking about, why don't they just do double hitters? Why don't they squeeze it in? I kind of thought that's what they would do, but I didn't think about the fact that MLB is going to say, hey, if we don't get it done by then, we're canceling games, and you're losing money. That's just their way of saying, hey, let's go. And they want the players to go ahead and agree to what MLB wants. But the players aren't apparently going to do that. The players are going to lose money, which is kind of ironic because, they're fighting for money. But the players will lose money. We saw what happened in '94. It's a little different situation. It's not a strike, but I do believe it's effectively a strike because they're just not going to agree with what MLB wants. And we're just going to be here without baseball for a long time. While the situation is bleak overall, it's not totally hopeless. Rogers reported that one source said Friday's talks had a better vibe. Oh, we got a better vibe going. It's a better vibe. Okay, I was worried about the season, but shit, if we got a better vibe, well, we're fine. We're completely screwed, everybody. Sports Illustrated's Tom Verducci noted that the lockout has lasted 86 days and has yielded just about as many disagreements. Those disagreements include the competitive balance tax, whether or not issues such as arbitration eligibility and revenue sharing are even negotiable, whether or not to use a federal mediator, and whether or not Monday, February 28th is a true deadline. If MLB says it's a true deadline, then I think it's a true deadline because they can cancel games. So I don't know what the argument there is. That sounds like a true deadline to me. The owners insist that it is. They say without an agreement by Monday, the opening day is lost. And the players believe it's not a hard deadline. I don't understand how that works. If MLB says this is the deadline and we're going to cancel games because there's not enough time to squeeze in spring training and opening day, and we don't want to do a bunch of double headers, or we don't want to extend the season into November, December. We don't want to play baseball on Christmas. It's a deadline. And they might want to consider it a deadline. By them acting like it's not a deadline, I'm not sure I love that. You might want to act like it is a deadline and get some stuff done, players. Y'all both need to make some concessions here and let's go. But anyway, to the comment section for Jeff Passan's tweet where he says that the progress was minimal and they have 4 days. This tweet was from a couple days ago now, but we can still see. Evan World War III Ready says it's over. It's over. When you've let someone down again and again, I think it's a little fair to lose faith. That's 100%. This guy, F. Rob Manfred, with the Michael Jordan meme. Manfred literally isn't at the meetings. It's the owners who don't want to play ball. Players clearly don't want to either. Why are they meeting for 10 minutes and then leaving? They got to get that golf game in, or because the counteroffers from the league have come in such a minimal increments or increases that they feel like it's a joke to the league and aren't taking it seriously until the league starts to go. Kind of like what I was saying. Back and forth argument there. Yeah. Why don't the owners just say to hell with the players? You don't want to play with what we offer? Fine. Won't ever play again. We will form a new union with new players. One little problem with that is those players won't be Mike Trout. Those players won't be the players that we know and love. Maybe the teams will be the same, but that's just going to be cringy. I mean, and anyway, if they do that, then they'll have new major leaguers, and then they're going to get in contract disputes with them. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, and it's just not going to happen. It's just a little bit outlandish. It's not going to happen. Tatis, Acuna, Soto, DeGrom, come on now. Trout, it ain't happening. Those are the best in the world. That's who we want to watch. That's who we pay to watch, and that's why we pay big league money to watch them. If you don't have those guys and you have a bunch of, I don't know, what would be minor leaguers at best, playing in the big leagues, and we can watch and see that these guys are not the best in the world. You think we're going to pay what we pay? Hell no. Matter of fact, we won't even go to big league games. We'll just go to minor league games. As long as there's, I mean, come on. This guy says don't really give a shit anymore. Billionaires are the millionaires don't have any effect on your life except that there's no baseball. They have a big effect on my life. More so now than even before with the Humm Baby Baseball channel, which is completely, would have completely bombed if not for y'all's support, especially on my live streams. Thank you so much. You know who you are. You guys have been amazing. And everyone else has been checking out my videos. People are just going to go watch basketball, or go watch football, go pay attention to something else. If baseball's going to be this way, then people are out. Which means no one's watching YouTube videos. They're just going to wait until it comes back, and then maybe they'll be back, maybe they won't. Rich people arguing over rich people problems. Figure it out without a pity party over the billions of dollars being passed around the rest of us. We just love watching baseball. College baseball is on. And we'll be doing some college baseball talk very soon. I've been watching college baseball, trying to catch up on it because I want a little bit of knowledge before I start streaming about it. Because to be honest, I know the teams, I know the divisions, I know a little bit about college, but the current players, since their turnover so quick, I'm not that familiar with all of the current players right now, or even very many of them at all. So I'm trying to get familiar with them. But I'll tell you what really pisses me off about this whole thing right now, the timing of this thing. If they'd have done this 5 years ago, people would be upset. We'd be bitching. We'd be like billionaires, millionaires. We'd have all those same thoughts. But it's like, okay, labor disputes happen from time to time. It happens. But to do it now, after a 60-game season, after this pandemic, which is still kind of going on in some ways, are you kidding me, guys? Now? This is just terrible, man. The world just needs trying to get back to normal, and you guys can't come to a simple CBA, come to an agreement on a simple CBA that's going to make all y'all pretty rich. Okay, if you're not already rich or wealthy, you're still going to be rich and wealthy. We've seen, I'm not trying to say, that players shouldn't fight for what they think is right. But sometimes you just got to say, okay, let's just be adults here. Let's come to something. Okay, we'll give a little, you give a little, we'll give a little. Let's come to an agreement really quick. We cannot have work stoppages and all this right now. Let's come to something. Let's make it I don't know if they can make it a shorter CBA, 2-year thing, and then let's fight about this in 2 years. Let's fight about this, a little bit later. Will this do for now? That's what I would think, but then again, I'm just a normal common sense pawn out here, just a normal moron, okay? These are the rich people. They got a different frame of mind, and it is what it is, and it's a union, a very strong union. So I get all that. I'm just saying the timing of this couldn't be worse. You guys have a great day. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. We'll talk to you soon.
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park.